So now you have gotten all the hatred out of your heart. You've decided that you have something not nice to say, you're not going to say it. In fact, you're going to think about that person or those people or whatever it is that's upsetting you in a new light. You're going to look at them as brothers and sisters spiritually. You're going to look at them as people who are hurting for something else, and they also need comfort. They're not some like super villain, even though they may make you feel like they are. They are just another human. It's really hard to kind of get there, especially if somebody's hurt you really badly. But thinking of them as a human, we don't all live forever. And no matter what wrong they did, there's justice, and their justice will be served by God, right? Whatever that is. You don't have to worry about that, and you don't have to worry about revenge. You just need to get hatred and anger out of your soul, heart, out of you. So now you have thought about your life and what's important to you, and you can prioritize those things and slow down. And so now you have more time to pray, meditate, be aware, and be alone with your thoughts and think, if that's something that is not nice, then it's probably not of God, and I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm going to let that thought go. If it's something that is kind, encouraging, it's a path that you feel deep in your heart and soul that you're supposed to be on, that it's God's gentle nudge, or just, you'll start to know after meditating and praying and asking God for guidance and asking God for his grace so you can make good decisions and say the right things and do the right things. You'll start to become aware of what's of God. So now you're giving, you're saying nice things to people. You are opening the door for people. You are treating others like they are your children, your brothers, your sister, your mom, your dad, and just being kind, right? So now here we are with the last step, and this is when you walk the walk. God is going to give you that test, like, okay, disciple, do this. So that just recently happened to me. So, hey, buddy. Okay. So I was at the end of my, it's like a fast-moving yoga class, and there's that meditation period, right? So in that meditation, I started to think about, and it's crazy because usually I write these down after I have these sessions, but I didn't this time. And but I remember like the gist of it. And I wish I wrote it down because really it was there was a lot of emotion involved. So what happened was, hey buddy, 1 minute, okay. So I started to think about this teacher that when I had her several years ago in high school, and my classmates just, I don't know, it was kind of tough. We weren't the nicest class to her, and I remember feeling so sorry for her, and you could see the pain on her face, that she's just trying to teach a lesson, and it was so disruptive. She couldn't concentrate, and she would get very upset and frustrated. And so anyway, all that's going through my mind about how this woman was feeling. And then we did something nice for her. And she was so happy, and her heart was happy. And I was like a bystander, like just so happy too, just thinking in this meditative state, like, wow, it's so great. I'm so happy that, this is such an amazing thing that this class that was difficult is now, has come around and done something nice for her. And then as I'm starting to come to like more conscious state, I feel God say, okay, so you're going to do that. And so I'm trying to not ask God to not let me do that, but almost just like, it's not going to be easy, right? If he's going to ask you to do something, there's going to be some work involved. And so I thought, a few days went by and I kept thinking about it. And I said, I know I need to do something. So I just did. And I reached out to my classmates and I asked them if they would be interested. And they overwhelmingly agreed that our class was just kind of awful to her several years ago. And we wanted to do something to just apologize and be nice. And it actually, it brought our class together. It all had us do something in common for a greater good. It made her day. She was really appreciative. We raised a lot of money. We were able to send her on some retreats, and we gave her a gift, and it was just so nice. But I felt happy because I did what God asked me to do. And I think that's the thing, is like, okay, it's one thing to want it, it's another thing to do it. But look at how many people, how many hearts were touched by that, and so it was my entire class, and her, and then whoever she tells. So that kindness, that kindness moves on, it goes on, and it touched so many lives. And so that's what God's gonna ask you to do, is walk the walk and just say yes, because he's not gonna do anything or ask you to do anything that is going to hurt you or anyone else. It's only gonna be good because it's of God, and God is good. God is love. So you can trust him. So get ready to walk the walk. It's gonna be an amazing journey.